All right, thanks so much, Bobby. Appreciate it. Here with coach number 2 today, and that's the head coach of the James Madison Dukes, Everett Withers. Great to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
How you doing?
Awesome.
All right, are you ready for 2015 or what?
Yeah, I am. I really like our football team, and I'm excited about 2015 and moving the program and taking year 2 of the journey forward.
Well, first off, congratulations, with what you guys did last year. It's your first year on the job at James Madison. You finished 9-4, 6-2 in the CAA. You go to the playoffs, tough 5-point loss to Liberty. But I wanted to get from you what it was like, stepping into a program like that and being able to achieve the success that you had, and what things you take away from that and how you were kind of able to do it.
Well, I didn't come into a program that hadn't had success. So there was a foundation of success through our administration and what had been done in the football program previously. I think just trying to change some things culturally was really important for us. And I think we're still in that process of changing some things culturally. But I felt like our staff that we put together, the way we were able to recruit, the way we were able to coach last year, really lended to us improving and having success as the year went on last year.
What about kind of the expectations that you have and maybe goals that you set along the way? I know sometimes you can get, people get impatient about it,
Sure.
but, I'm sure, did you feel like you achieved what you were set out to achieve? Did you have things left over? What are the things that go into year 2 that you didn't get year 1? How does that work,
Well, what I felt was, we accomplished some things. We made it to the playoffs last year. But that's not what we want to be. We want to be a consistent conference contender every year. You think about the Villanovas and the New Hampshires that are consistently there. That's really what we want to be, one of those schools, and have a chance to win our conference. So we've got some goals that we want to continue to grow. I can't tell you how many games. People ask me how many games you're going to win. I don't know that. What we want to do is keep growing our program. We want to be a tougher, more disciplined, more relentless, and more focused team. That's the things that we're going to talk about doing training camp. And if we do those things as a team, then we're going to have a chance to win games and be successful.
Offensively, how about the splash that Vad Lee made for you guys, a quarterback, the Georgia Tech transfer? That you got to have guys like that to kind of start to lead the charge, and you certainly had that develop, as the season went on. Thoughts on what he did?
Well, Vad had a great year for us last year, but without some of the other pieces around Vad, I don't think he could have had that year. He's a great leader. He's done an unbelievable job of growing and adjusting to a new football family coming from Georgia Tech to James Madison. I think he did an unbelievable job of learning an offense that he was unfamiliar with. And I think when you saw about about midway through year 1, he got himself to where he was the leader of our football team.
James Madison over the years, traditionally we see as you just talked about, being a tough, hard-nosed team, especially on the defensive side. You can go into the NFL and then the ranks and see players that have come from this program that have not only went to the NFL but succeeded. And now you had 2 guys from last year, and Dean Marlowe and Sage Harold, now in Carolina and Kansas City respectively. That's got to be very proud for you as a coach and what this organization and school has done over the years to kind of continue to keep that tradition going, because defensively James Madison has been dominant.
No question. We felt like we took some steps, some baby steps last year in putting in a new system, a 3-4 system. We want to continue to do that. Sage and Dean did a great job of adjusting to that system and growing us defensively. We've got to take the next step. We spent some time this offseason with Arthur Moats at the Steelers. And Arthur was a guy that came through JMU, is playing outside linebacker in a 3-4 system with the Steelers. So we want to continue to grow it and get better, but we feel real confident about where we're headed with our defense.
All right, well, you got 3 home games to start the season. Hopefully it's good. You don't have to travel too far, and hopefully get off to a great start. Best of luck to you guys this year, and always good to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach. All right, Everett Withers from James Madison, the head coach of the Dukes, getting ready for the 2015 campaign. Let's go over to Bobby, who's standing by with a couple of their players right now.
That's right, Mike. I'm here with defensive lineman Alex Mosley and quarterback Vad Lee. Vad, we'll begin with you. You acclimated to your new teammates rather quickly last year, set a lot of JMU single-season passing records. At what point last year did you feel like, I'm comfortable and we're clicking on all cylinders?
Oh, well, I thank these guys for embracing me from day one. These guys showed me mad love when I came on my visit, and as soon as I came in, it wasn't any special privileges or anything like that. I was just one of the guys. I kind of trusted in these guys from day one, and it really wasn't a point in the season because I already knew that we were family already.
And there was a lot of talk about you going into last season, of course, coming from Georgia Tech where you had some success. How were you able to handle some of those expectations?
You really just don't kind of look at it, and it's all about you at the end of the day, and it's all about what you feel comfortable with. And going into the season, I didn't really have any goals because this was a new environment for me, and I just wanted to start over fresh with the new team and not focus on and worry about myself and the goals, trying to reach the goals that I set for myself, but trying to reach the team goals.
Well, speaking of a new team, you go into 2015. Some holes you guys are going to have to fill. Wide receiver Daniel Brown is gone. A couple offensive linemen have graduated. Who are some of the guys you expect to step in those roles this year?
Well, you got Brandon Ravenel at receiver that I feel like he's an excellent target to go to. He's going to get open. And on the offensive line, we got some big guys. I feel like we got, some real big guys, and I'm grateful to be behind them. So Aaron Stinney is one guy at left tackle that I feel that can come in and help us play. Also, we have those guys like Mitch Kirsch and Austin Lane that are returning. So those guys have been taking the initiative to lead the offensive unit all summer long, and I'm excited to get in camp and be behind those big guys.
Absolutely. Well, Vad, it's great to see you. Alex, we'll go to you. Great season for the Dukes last season. Returned to the playoffs under new head coach Everett Withers. A veteran guy like you who has been around for a while in this program. What was it like? What was the transition like there?
I think it was a smooth transition. We had to get adjusted to a new coaching staff, new language, just new way of doing things. But I think it was definitely hard at first, but I think once we got into it and we just focused on ball, I think the adjustment was pretty easy.
What did it mean to you, a veteran player also, and to the program and JMU Nation to get back to the playoffs last year, first time since 2011?
It was wonderful. I think it meant a lot to our fans, the community around Harrisonburg. It definitely meant a lot to us. We definitely were a little disappointed in how we finished, but we just look forward to getting back to JMU back to a great football tradition.
Well, speaking of the defense, you guys lose two key players in Sage Harold and Dean Marlowe. How has your role changed being one of the veteran guys now this year?
I definitely had to step up, become a leader more, become more vocal, lead by example a lot more. But as we lose those guys, we continue to get great guys that step in their roles. We have a guy, Marcel Johnson, who I think is going to be an awesome safety for us. Also, we have we just got some guys that can step in and just fill those roles.
Big expectations for the Dukes this year, being picked second in the preseason order of finish. What are some of the goals you look to accomplish in 2015?
Our goal is more so focused around ourselves. We just look forward to being more tough, more disciplined, more relentless, more focused, especially on the defensive side of the ball. We just look forward to stepping up and stopping the defense, or stopping the run a little bit more.
Absolutely. Well, guys, you didn't get the memo. You weren't supposed to outdress the co-host this year, but it's great to see you guys. Good luck next year. And before we send it back to Mike, reminder to follow CA Football on Twitter using the hashtag CAFB. Throughout the day today on Media Day, we'll be bringing you up-to-date live coverage. Now back over to Mike.
All right, Bobby, appreciate it. Thanks again.